for our modern way of life. Why doesn't it happen? Comes down to the corruption in our political system today. It is corrupt. Purva was right. We came into this as outsiders. We're not politicians. Okay? I mean, maybe I've been one for 6 months. Still cringe at it when I say it. You think it's bad, right, before you come in. Yeah, it's going to be a corrupt system. We were wrong. It is far worse than we ever expected. Okay? Here's the rule of nature that I have learned in this campaign. I can see it in the entire landscape of Republican and Democratic candidates alike. It goes beyond partisanship. As the sun rises in the east and sets in the west, every politician dances to the tune of their biggest donor. All right, so the reason I'm in this race is, in that case, my biggest donor is me. All right, so I'm not going to be somebody's circus monkey. But that is why there are vested interests for the climate agenda, the electric vehicle subsidies, the anti-carbon movement, even within the Republican Party, the reluctance to shut down government agencies, the continued dependence on our enemy for our modern way of life, taking pro-war positions that don't, in places like Ukraine or elsewhere, advance American interests. That is how corrupt this game is played. So it is going to take, if you want to win this war, the first step is you got to have somebody who knows that we're in a war. The second step is you got to have a general, a commander-in-chief who leads us to victory, who cannot be captured by that same super PAC puppet master system. But I think it's going to take somebody who also has not yet been wounded in that war. Somebody with fresh legs from a different generation who can reach the next generation to revive our missing ingredient to success, and that is our national pride in the United States of America. We have a crisis of identity in America today. 60% of young Americans, 6 out of 10, say they would sooner give up their right to vote than to give up their access to TikTok. I'm not making that up. We have a 25% recruitment deficit in our U.S. military at the same time. That's not an accident. We have a crisis of identity. First of all, I think every 12th grade kid, I get in trouble for saying this, I don't care. Every 12th grader who graduates from high school should have to pass the same civics test that every immigrant has to pass in order to become a voting citizen of this country. You got to have a skin in the game to play in the game. They say, oh, are you trying to disenfranchise people who can't know what branch of government the U.S. president leads before they cast a vote for the U.S. president?